trophy-winning running back Barry Sanders. Now here's Rudolph. Couple things you need to know when the Cowboys have the football.
This offense is built for the big play. As evidenced, last week against Pitt, on the very first snap of the game, he threw a 91-yard touchdown to James Washington. And then defensively, at
the 18-yard line. Hill in the backfield, goes in motion. Rudolph puts it on him, tries to make the first man miss. And Rudolph takes his time up the sideline, and incomplete. Juwan seals the intended receiver.
Pass interference, defense, number 3, automatic first down.
So as they're going deep, which they do quite a bit, Juwan sealed.
Rudolph with time, far side, caught, and down at the Rudolph looking underneath, steps up in the pocket, wants to run it. Rudolph gets down the sideline, out of bounds at the 40. Not enough for the first down, though. For the Cowboys. Rudolph steps up in the pocket, looking for the first down, lowers his shoulder and gets it. He's a big man, Joel.
He took it, ran for a first down.
First down and 10. Rudolph to throw it now, over the middle. Caught. Guess who? James Washington.
They are going to discuss it as we take a look at it. Remember, so much easier to tell in slow motion, and there was definitely
3 games. 2nd and 12 at the 38. Rudolph under pressure. Rudolph lost the ball. Baylor, can they pounce on it? Yes, they can.
Levels is he leads the nation in forced fumbles, and now he's the beneficiary of the ball being on the ground, getting the recovery. Number 56,
KJ Smith.
KJ Smith does an excellent job getting to the quarterback and staying with it as the ball is away from the frame of Mason Rudolph, and he's able to get that collar, hold on to it, and then knock the ball out.
Rudolph, deep drop. Near side. Nice throw. Flag on the play.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 3. The penalty is declined.
If they run him here. And they do. No, it's Rudolph on the fake, and he picks up the first down. Nicely done. Mason Rudolph. Here's Rudolph rolling out of the pocket, throws on the run, and it's caught by Blake Jarwin, who picks up a first down. 1st and 10 of the 48. Rudolph goes through his progressions, incomplete. Jarwin had it.
More from Mesquite, Texas, but he's able to just get his hand in there, get that ball away from Blake Jarwin, who made the catch.
Rudolph underneath this time, and he's got his receiver. It's Jalen McCleskey. Play fake. Rudolph looks for Veach. Has him. Veach chopped down at the 30. It's down in this game. Welcome back. Here's Rudolph. Reverses. Throws on the move. And he gets his receiver. That's Veach. And Veach picks up a first down as he... McCleskey in motion. Rudolph, and he'll just get rid of it. Here's Rudolph, over the middle, caught, and a first down for OK State. This last week at home against Pittsburgh. Rudolph to the sideline, and this time it's Lacey. Rudolph sets up a screen. He's got Sanders, but Sanders goes nowhere. This time it's left. Rudolph looks the other way. Underneath, he has McCleskey. First down, Cowboys. For Mason Rudolph and the Cowboys. Rudolph to throw it. Looking deep. In double coverage, James Washington, no. And Rudolph bobbles it. Throws on the run and just almost throws an interception.
Enough experience to know that he's got to throw that ball completely out of bounds. He's trying to throw it away and doesn't get there. Deion Wright's going to have the foot in bounds. He actually looks down for the side.
Rudolph, he's got a receiver wide open up the middle. Can't find him. Instead, it's Washington.
Wide receiver you were talking about was Blake Jarwin. He's going to come right here from his tight end spot. And he was open. Rudolph didn't pull the trigger, and he's got to try to force it over to James Washington. And now Baylor on the first.
Rudolph, sideline, caught, first down. Juwan Seals.
Himself a little time after the fake. He's going to buy himself some time. He's wanting to throw that out to Seals, but you see that hop backwards? He gets himself some space. Then he's able to
play fake. Rudolph scrambles out of the pocket, throws on the move, and incomplete. He had his receiver, Jalen McCleskey. Rudolph looks towards Washington. Washington on the sideline with the grab, and he gets thrown out of bounds at the 31. Rudolph looking up the sideline for Sanders, and incomplete. Rudolph wants to throw it. Oh, Rudolph gobbled up by Patrick Levels. I tell you what, this kid season.
Sometimes it's that urgency of your last year. Here's a guy who graduates in December, a degree in health and kinesiology, plus leisure studies. Don't know exactly what leisure studies is, but it's not leisure right there. This guy is
moving to the other side. Rudolph drops it off underneath. McCleskey. McCleskey still on his feet. First down, Cowboys. First and 22. Rudolph. Incomplete. Ball in. Rudolph. Over the middle. And caught by McCleskey. A 21-yard gain. First down. Rudolph looking all day to throw the ball. Look at this. Now Rudolph flushed out. And caught again by McCleskey. Rudolph. Far side. Oh, beautiful throw. On time. Rudolph to throw it. Rudolph steps up and is sacked. Here's Rudolph. Flushed out of the pocket with a lot of running room. Turns it up. Rudolph at the 20. Lowers his head. Dives and picks up the first down. This kid is tough. From Rock Hill, South Carolina. A 26-yard gain on 3rd and 23.
Along with that toughness comes the intelligence to know that with man-to-man coverage and two safety.
Rudolph throws the fade in the corner. Incomplete, broken up by guess who? Kedrick Vaughns has been shot, but Vaughns knocks it out of his hands.
Every time Washington's had one-on-one coverage, they've gone to him. Rudolph recognizes that Vaughns is locked on man-to-man against the great James Washington, and Vaughns comes up with a great play. He goes right through his hands at the catch point. That's textbook.
2 for first down. Rudolph steps up, runs it again. Tries to get to the marker, still on his feet. Rudolph out of bounds. For the Wolverines. First down and 10 at the 23. Jeff Carr in the backfield. Rudolph with the quick dump off, and he finds Zach Beach. Fullbacks of defensive structure. First down. Rudolph sets, goes deep, looking for Washington. Incomplete. He was done right there.
It is so dangerous to throw a double move route, and you see the move right there from Washington into a deep safety look, and that's why Stewart was right there. I mean, he had a great chance, and that probably should have intercepted. In fact, it hits him right in the chest. He's got to come down with that. As Rudolph made a clear mistake.
Rudolph's going to have to air it out now. Here's Rudolph looking. He'll check down to Rennie Childs. Childs breaks the tackle, picks up the first down, stays on his feet, gets a block, and gets over the 30-yard line up to the 32. Rudolph in trouble, and he gets rid of it. 2nd and 10. Rudolph to the sideline to Barry Sanders. Sanders goes out of bounds as Patrick levels. Rudolph looking over the middle. And incomplete. That one. Rudolph throws to the sideline. Caught by Washington. And a first down for Rudolph. In trouble. Buys time and finally dumps it out of bounds. Rudolph fires and out of bounds, but a flag on the play.
Pass interference, offense, number 17. The penalty is
Mason Rudolph spinning with time. Lets it go down the field and intercepted. Orion Stewart at the 30. Stewart still running and out of bounds at midfield.
You're just forced into desperation as a quarterback. Felt like Oklahoma State even got away with a little bit of a hold there, but Rudolph doing the right thing. He's trying to force the ball past the chains, but
Oklahoma State calls their first time out of the half.
Out here tonight.
First down and 10 of the 20 for Rudolph. Steps up in the pocket, looking. Nobody there. Now Rudolph delivers and incomplete. Rudolph, sideline, and too high for James Washington.
First down and done with that play call.
Here's Rudolph. Winds up, down the sideline. Incomplete. And a flag.
Penalty automatic. First down.
This ball was so woefully underthrown because Rudolph was contacted. That's 5 yards short. And the contact was minimal. Washington's momentum is going out.
For Kedrick Vaughn's off the field now. Here's Rudolph. Looking. Throws on the move. And caught at the 15. What a catch by Austin Hayes.
Went out of bounds on his own return and was the first to touch the pass. Illegal touching of a forward pass by the offense, number 17.
Here's Rudolph. Winds up. Incomplete. That one's short. Rudolph. Over the middle. And wow. Childs.
Unnecessary roughness.
Fourth down. Rudolph to the sideline. Caught for first down by Washington. And Washington still running. And Washington goes out of bounds at the... Rudolph looking. In trouble. Rudolph breaks a tackle. Throws in the end zone. Incomplete. Rudolph. He's got to hurry. Rudolph looking. Buying time. Rudolph